Basically, we were picturing the most ADHD, hyperactive, caffeinated 12-year-old blonde boy that you could imagine, and that is what this channel was.
To work 2 extra jobs because her first one wasn't paying good enough because of the economy.
It was based off of hyperactivity, keeping you attached because you didn't know what was going to happen next, because it was so in your face. And then it just kind of, died off. Hey, what is up you guys? My name is Henry Sierra and thank you for clicking on this video. On my channel you can find my journey through filmmaking as I pursue my passion through these videos. I also talk about creative theory, things like the approach, the perspective, the mindset, and things that you can do to make yourself better on this platform. Now let's get started. So, as I continue to remind you guys in most of my videos now that I am making about adapting creativity, the brand that I have created, I think it's very crucial to keep on marketing this brand because I think it's crucial to stay on this platform, and here's why. I'm going to talk about some channels on YouTube that were pretty popular at the time, but eventually they died off because they weren't able to use this adapting creativity mindset model that I think all creatives should be using. Okay, now before I would get into this, I just want to say that these channels, they had pretty big audiences, and when you have as big of an audience as these channels did, and then you start using this model, it doesn't really work like that because you have already built something that is kind of permanent. Once you maintain branding for a long period of time, that branding sticks with you, and when you drastically change it, it doesn't really work out. It just kind of dies off and loses its foundation. That's what this branding is for. Adapting creativity is for the journey and to maintain that journey. So if you use this model throughout the sustainability of your channel, it will work. Yeah, it should do, hang on. Okay. Because then my whole face is shattered and that does not look good. So this is blown out. Hang on. The first channel that I'll be talking about is the channel Fred, or the character Fred, I guess. I forgot the dude's real name. Lucas something.
Listen, hun, it's 2019. You either have butt injections or you're dating someone who has butt injections.
Fred was a channel that was formed out of a character by Lucas, and this character was just kind of this really hysterical, hyperactive ADHD kind of I don't really even know how to explain it. Basically, we were picturing the most ADHD, hyperactive, caffeinated 12-year-old blonde boy that you could imagine, and that is what this channel was.
To work 2 extra jobs because her first one wasn't paying good enough because of the economy and the government and all that stuff, so she let me do it. I don't really know what to get because my mom gave me a grocery list, but I ate it because I was hungry.
It was based off of hyperactivity, keeping you attached because you didn't know what was going to happen next, because it was so in your face. And then it just kind of, died off. The channel just kind of lost the attention that it had gained because a lot of people grew up and not many people are going to stay attached to a very hyperactive 12-year-old. Like, let's say if Justin Bieber was still making the same music that he used to, it really wouldn't apply the same way as to the fans that he grew up with. He would lose those fans. But he's adapted his music.
I wanna lay with you till I'm old.
And Fred wasn't able to adapt as a character, and that is what happened. He lost the attention. And I kind of tend to use music artists as a comparison for YouTube creators because they're very similar careers in a lot of ways. Fred, the channel, after they got dropped off with the attention that it had gained, it was sold to another brand.
I will be opening up the channel to you guys. That's right, if you have something you've made and you want to see it on here, then send it over. Cause I'm Lucas, but I'm Fred. And you're Fred.
And you're Fred. And you're Fred. We're all Fred. I'm Fred.
It was kind of like a children's oriented style brand. And then the views just kind of significantly dropped. I think the guy was getting like millions of views per video, and when he sold it to this new brand that had taken over for the content uploading, they were getting maybe a couple of tens of thousands. So it was a dramatic decrease, and that is because it was a dramatic shift in content and creativity and branding. The people that had watched were not used to the new hosts. They might have felt betrayed, alienated, out of place. Yeah, it's like when one of your favorite movies gets a new starring actor. It's different. And I mean, again, we can apply this to Fred's channel. How Fred was dramatically changed from that character to the totally new company that took over his channel. Similar kind of concept. So, if you are on this platform or any other kind of digital media platform and you are trying to brand yourself, make sure that you have fun with it. You experiment here and there. Stay similar in the overall kind of concept. Do not alleviate. Like when you leave something or when you like lose yourself. But when you change dramatically, just try not doing that. Make subtle changes throughout your journey. Because when you make subtle changes throughout your journey, it's more acceptable. Alright, you guys, that is the end of this one. If you guys know any YouTubers that weren't mentioned, since I only mentioned 2, comment them down below and try and tell me or explain why you think that their channels died off. Do a lot of people know about these channels, or are they smaller channels that you saw die off without them getting really, really big in the first place? If you guys have enjoyed this video, or if it has helped you in any way along your journey of being creative on digital media, please like and subscribe to this video if you haven't already. And yeah, besides that, I post on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. I almost forgot to say bye. That was just a deep inhale. Okay. Okay.